Hey guys, Robin Rosado here, Director of Instruction for Top Speed Golf, and today I'm going to talk about your grip pressure, what that's doing in your golf swing, and then in turn actually affecting your distance. So we're going to talk about the grip pressure at address and all the way throughout your whole entire golf swing. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, the grip pressure, I know you guys have heard it a ton. I'm sure that you've tried out not trying to hold it so tight, but it's true. You don't want to have tension in your hands. And for me, the most important part is right at address, because that's going to set the precedence for the rest of your golf swing. So at address, if you're really tense, looking to crush it, it's going to really set a precedence of what's going on in the rest of your golf swing. So we're going to talk about the grip pressure. So one thing that you've probably heard a bunch, if you've spent as much time as me when I was a kid in the doctor's office for like breaking bones or something, they always say like, what's your pain level? 0 to 10, and 10 being the strongest. So I'm going to do that same scale for your grip pressure. Let's go 0 to 10, 10 being as hard as you can grip, make the fist with your hands. So if you get that point 10, I'm going to count down slowly, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's going to be important 2, 1, and then 0 being dead fish. So let's go 1 to 2. So let's think about 2. That's kind of the ideal pressure you want to be holding on right at address. So you're stepping up to the golf ball and you have that 2 pressure. That just gives me a good feeling like I had address, like I'm nice and relaxed and calm. I'm able to kind of see my shot instead of like, oh, I'm just going to absolutely crush this one. All this tension. And then what this is doing at address, like you're just gripping onto it, let's say at an 8 to 10, and it's just going to, you're just going to be really tensed up with your whole entire body. And you hear all the time when pros, like that's just not what they're trying to do. They need to be fluid. They need to have a fluid swing, a fluid turn, and your grip pressure is just a justification of that alone. All right, so I'm at a 2 right now at address, feeling nice and relaxed, getting nice and lined up, getting my waggles to feel that nice relaxed tension here. Now as I take it to the top of my golf swing, that pressure is going to still maintain the same. Still going to stay at a 2 as I take it back. The reason why we want to keep that same pressure on the way back all the way to the top of our golf swing is that's going to have less tension going through my forearms. That energy is going to transfer all the way up to my shoulders, then going all the way to my chest, torso, and then hips. So if you're loose, that's going to free up my hips and free up my shoulder turn. If I were tight, so I'm going to grip it pretty hard. I know not many people go at probably out of 10, but I'm going to hold it as hard as I can. And I'm going to try to turn. You can see that it's really put tension in my torso. My shoulders are just locked. My arms and my shoulders have just completely locked up here. And my hands haven't really set at all. And I'm kind of taking it back here. I can't really turn my shoulders much. And I'm just going to absolutely hurt myself if I try to swing at this really hard. And what it's going to do at impact. So I'll get talking about what it's going to happen at impact. So we're taking it to the top, feeling that pressure of a 2, keeping that consistent here all the time on my golf swing. Got no tension. My hips and my shoulders have fully turned. Now on the downswing, this is where it's going to get like a lot of people don't talk about. So we're holding that pressure of 2, but as we start our downswing, we're creating all this speed. Our muscles are contracting now. They're trying to fire through, create a ton of speed right at the ball. So on all this momentum of the club, we kind of need to hold on to it. Holding out a pressure 2 is probably and mostly very unlikely. It's not going to really do much. So our pressure is actually going to slightly increase. And now I'm going to say we're going to go to about a 4. We're going to slightly go from a 2, have that increase from a 2 down to a 3, and then probably impact is about a 4. So again, you're still not having a bunch of tension. You're allowing the club head to still release. And when you get at that 4, it's still like a light pressure right at impact. That is going to give you enough time for those hands to create lag on the way down, and at impact allow that club to just kind of whip on through. So those hands are going to whip the club through impact, creating speed and distance. And then what that's going to do at impact, if you're at a 10, you're going to lose all feel. Like all you're doing is feeling tension in your hands. If you're at a 4, you're going to have feel of what solid contact really is. So then if you're struggling out there, hit it on the heel, hitting it thin, hit it chunky, hit it on the toe, you kind of know what that feels like. And then when you hit one pure and solid, then you really know what that feels like. You can feel that in your hands, and that transfers that energy all the way up to your whole body, and you're activating your senses. I just got done reading a book called Be a Player, and it was talking about your senses, how you're using your senses out on the golf course. Just having less tension and relaxation in your whole entire body activates your senses of touch, and then maybe smell, and what's going on right at impact. So that's very, very important to understand where you're hitting it and how solid you're hitting it. And you won't get that by being really tense. So I'm actually going to hit one here, and I'm going to be really tense over it. I'm just going to strangle it right at address from the get-go, thinking I'm going to want to smash this one. And I'm gonna see what it's gonna do to my golf ball, and I'm probably gonna lose this one, knowing me. Yeah, it is in the right trees. It's gonna hit a cart path. And now I wanna hit one less tension so I don't look like such an animal when I'm trying to hit this thing. I'm gonna feel right at a 2, and then an impact, I'm gonna feel like I'm still gonna try to hold on to it. Be right, no, not gonna let it go stronger than 4 pressure. So I'm feeling nice, got my waggles. I feel good. Yep, left side of the fairway. So that one felt good. I was able to rotate nicely. My tempo felt really good. All right, guys, so try that out. Try to get really tense at a 10 and try to get down to a 2, and then maybe at impact, but no more than a 4. That's gonna help you hit the ball nice and solid and a little bit further, create some more speed. Good luck working on it. Have fun as always, and play well. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed that video talking about grip pressure in our swing. So that's all good and said and done, but what you still need to hit the ball nice and solid. There's gonna be a preview that's gonna play here. It's really important to compress the ball. It's gonna talk about the compression line. This video is so important to hit the ball really solid at impact. So watch that preview, then click on the iCard. It's gonna take you to the full version. You gotta watch that full version. And then there's 5 free bonus videos for you on the website. So have fun out there, good luck as always, and play well, guys.
Rotating back, creating lag, releasing lag, those are all very, very important, but none of that matters unless we can consistently hit that ball right on the center of the sweet spot and compress this golf ball. And that really comes down, a great deal of this comes down to how our body is positioned at impact, and that's what I call the compression line. And I want to make sure that I'm coming down and through, hitting the ball first every single time. Now my body has to be set up in a proper way to be able to do this. So when you're coming into contact, I need my left ankle, my left hip, and my left shoulder to all be lined up in a straight line, hanging back and coming up too thin where I'm picking the ball off the ground, maybe flipping or scooping as I'm coming through contact. My body's set up in a way where I can deliver the club down and through the ball every time. With the direction our shoulders are pointing are gonna dictate where we can release the club and how we can release the club. So that's the general overall idea. We need that compression line.
It's allowing her to release the club, and she has one of my favorite swings on the LPGA Tour. Really, really solid fundamentals. And again, Rory McIlroy here, just a great swing, very, very powerful.